It is all about the Legacy Effects program, and we are starting off this month with personal finance. So it encompasses a lot of things. It has to do with you and your money, right? It has to do with you and your money. So today we're going to start off in the next 2 minutes. Please, if you have joined, I would be glad if you can share it with your friends, loved ones on other social media platforms so that they can also benefit from this. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that everyone is doing well financially. That is what we prioritize the most. Okay, so do well and share with people. Let them join and let's share ideas together. And it's not going to take more than 45 minutes. And along the way, I'm going to bring on board people to share their own personal financial life with us, and then their financial secrets, so that we can also learn from them and level up financially ourselves too. Okay, let's make this happen this month. Okay, so we are starting right away. Now this month is all about personal finance, and personal finance has to do with everything. Your personal relationship with money. Okay, so we're talking about you and your money, and there are times people don't even understand what money is, and as a result it doesn't give them the ideas and the concepts to help them get money. So today we are going to talk about money. You know, what everyone knows is that money is all about these papers, okay? Many people see money to be all about these papers. So we have the 200 cedis denomination, we have the 100 cedis, then we have 50 cedis, okay? So now, before money transitioned from what it was to this as a legal tender, what were they using? I mean, in the olden days, what was the means of exchange of goods and services? Because that is what money is. It's a legal tender purposely used for the exchange of goods and services, right? Now, if you don't know, in the olden days, what we call money in our time wasn't anything close to this. You know, we had situations where our forefathers happened to be trading in barter as a way of exchanging goods and services. Okay, so if I want this particular microphone, and then I know that Mr. Ephraim is having it, what I would have to do is that I have to walk to Mr. Ephraim and ask him that I want his microphone and I have this iPhone. To exchange for the microphone. So if he is also looking for iPhone, then it's going to be, swapping of the goods. So in that case, I am going to give him my iPhone, and then he is going to give me the microphone that I also want. As simple as that. So money evolved from that moment to a point where now there has to be a coin, something new, as a way of helping the society to do business, as a way of helping other people to transact in a more transparent way, because there were a lot of issues with barter. Just imagine me wanting something like this, which costs around just 300 cedis, and then I have an iPhone which costs around 1,800 or 2,000 cedis. You get it? But because I need this, I have to give my iPhone to Mr. Ephraim just to get access to this. Okay, but as you all know, today it doesn't work that way, even though people can still utilize that. But then in our days, this is the rightful legal tender, which is the paper money. Okay, so you have to understand that even before this, people were still transacting, because from barter trade, money evolved from barter to coin. Okay, now it got to coin, then it got to gold, but as a way making transactions. That is what our forefathers used to trade. But then we are going to focus much more on what money is currently, which is these papers. But I want you to understand that God, in his own infinite wisdom, ushered his people, you and I, who were made in his own image, to be people who are going to prosper, who are going to be fruitful and do amazing things. That is why he started the evolution of humanity in the Garden of Eden, which was full of abundance and everything that man needed. So you have to understand that you were not here to be broke and poor and die poor all your life. That is not the way God intended things for us. That's why in Proverbs 22:2 it says that the poor and the rich, where they are people who are just made by God, but then as to whether one is rich, one is poor, it is as a result of our own actions. It's as a result of what we do and what we believe in. Okay, that is what is going to usher us to have abundance of either these papers or any other thing else that we want in this world. So you have to understand that from the creation, from the inception of the creation story, God has already ushered us to be prosperous. So you have to understand that, so that you don't end up having conflicts with God each and every time about why you are always broke and poor and all of that and that. You know, you have to understand that it is not the intention of God to make you poor. The world has been created and everything that you need is right in here. So you need plans, you need to take action, you need to know what you have to do to get access to all these papers you want, so that you can do every other thing that you want. Okay, so now we are going to talk much about some things that you need to understand if you truly want to have much of this. And I'm also going to clarify that money is not just this. I'm going to give you insight about what currency actually is. Okay, so anything, let's say you want to buy an iPhone, which is going to cost you, let's say, 3,000 Ghana cedis, right? And then, God being so good, you have this amazing friend who saw that, okay, my friend is in need and he needs iPhone. Okay, so let me give this iPhone that I'm not using to my friend, or let me go and buy one iPhone and give to my friend. In that case, instead of you personally using currency, which is paper money, to buy the iPhone, you got it literally for free from someone that you know. This should tell you that whatever that money can buy, relationship can also give you. So we have incidents of people who are having houses, cars, and living their dream lives, but then they never worked for any of them. They simply had people in their lives who they had a relationship with, and as a result, those people were able to provide those things for them without themselves necessarily spending paper currencies on those particular things that they are using in their lives. And so I'm trying to draw your attention to the fact that if relationship can get you access to literally everything that you need, then it is pretty much important for all of us to understand that relationship could also be a currency that can help us get access to everything that we need in life. And so, if money can buy you a car, you have to understand that relationship with someone mutual relationship, mutual valuable relationship with someone can also give you that thing that you would have under normal circumstance, spent hundreds and thousands of cedis to have. Okay, so the reason why a lot of people miss having this in most cases is because they don't have good relationship with people. The whole thing about money, how to get it, you can either get money by selling something, you can get money as an inheritance, that is someone closer to you who has worked his ass off to get all the properties and the monies in the world and then have given it a portion of it. In that case, you never did anything, but then your relationship with the person has gotten you all those things that under normal circumstance this money should have been spent to get them. Okay, so now it is important to place a lot of value on relationships with people more than you place value on this, because like I said, relationship is also a currency which can get you everything that you may probably need in life. Okay, talking of cars, houses, helping other people and so on and so forth, relationship can give you access to that. Okay, and then there are some instances where relationship can offer a lot of help where money can't help you. So if your understanding of money and currency is just about these paper money, these papers, then it is literally going to affect you very much in life. And the reason why it's going to affect you very much in life is because even those who are going to work hard for these papers, they have to be in good terms with people. They have to be close to people, because it has to be from either your customers, your clients, suppliers, your workers, and all these people putting effort together to help you amass much of these papers to give you the opportunity to buy every other thing that you need in life, including taking care of your families, including traveling outside the country and having amazing vacations and buying houses and cars and giving alms. So literally all that I'm trying to say is that there were times where money wasn't just this. It used to be just it used to be a transaction or an exchange of goods and services between people, right? Just like this. I want this microphone, you want the iPhone, we exchange. Business is done. Now it goes to coin, gold, silver. Now we have the paper money as a legal tender for all our transactions, alright? And so this is where we got to. So I was trying to let you understand that if your literal meaning of money and currency is just limited to this, then you're going to miss a lot of things in life, because at the end of the day, you are not supposed to go after just these papers, but then you can build good relationship with people, and then it can give you access to money. Now I've talked about there are some ways that can help you generate these, and one of them is through business. That is you starting something. We talk more about that. I'm just going to give you brief talks about this. So you can get money through business, you can get money through inheritance, you can get money through job opportunities, right? You can get money through inheritance, you can get money through gifts. Okay, but you have to understand that as a person who want to make the most out of life, there are some basic principles you need to understand if you really want to go after this. Okay, now the first one you have to understand is that I have already established to you that God wants us to be in the place of abundance. He doesn't want us to feel miserable because we don't have these papers. And that's why he has created this world, and everything that you need right in this world is right here. All that you need in this world is in this world. And so you have to come up with a plan to get where you want to get to. And I've also established to you that if you see a poor man and you see a rich man, it is important to understand that these two people are made by God. And then it is not God who chose that one of these people should be rich and the other should be poor. It is all about the actions and the things we do with our lives each and every day, which is going to help to contribute as to whether we're going to make enough of this to get everything we need in this world, or we are going to lack all the days of our lives. So the option is given to us, and we have to know how to go about it. Okay, so that is it. So we've talked about what money is, and I've established why relationship is important even more than these papers. And I've also explained to you some of the ways to make money. Now you have to understand that we have a lot of people in this world right now who, because of some experiences they had during their childhood, and then some of the things that they saw with their eye, they don't want to have anything to do with this. They've given up on fighting for these papers to help them make the most out of life. You see, most of us are coming from African homes where money is like taboo. We don't talk about money there. There are some two things we don't talk about most traditional homes in Africa. That is money and sex. We don't talk about those two things. It seems like taboo. Meanwhile, all of us are going to be affected by this. If you don't have this, life is going to be very depressing for you. So if this is really needed to make us fulfill our destiny, then why are we not given the opportunity to talk about this, even in our homes, schools, communities, and so on and so forth? It is because a lot of people don't know much about this, and then it is because a lot of people don't have this. So if you don't have this, how are you going to talk about it? So most cases, in the families of rich people, this is nothing like a taboo. Money is something they talk about each and every day because their families' lives are affected by this. So they talk about money, they talk about business, they talk about investment, they talk about paying people, they talk about taxes, they talk about literally everything around these papers. But then some of us from some families were not given the opportunity. And so if you're one of these people, you have to understand that it is a way of denying us our right to know much about money. But we can't blame them. We can't blame our parents, probably because they didn't have much of this to give them the confidence to talk about it. For all you know, your mom and your dad were even fighting most cases about money. And so if they are fighting about money because they don't have it, then why should they even talk about it for the kids to even get to know something about money? That's why a lot of people grow up knowing literally nothing about money. All that we know about money is that it's something that when you get, you spend it. But then in this month of July, in this Legacy Effect program, on this particular program, we are going to, open your eyes to see things differently when it comes to money, so that you can create wealth and then have a family that can confidently and comfortably talk about money each and every day. That is why I am here. That is why I am doing this. I want to make sure that you become someone who gets rid of all the conditionings that you have been through during your childhood about money, so that you don't end up not having some and then getting yourself depressed each and every day like some of our parents and family members. Okay, so now you see, right from childhood, some of us have been preached about money so badly. They've painted money and the rich people as people who are wicked, who are ripping off, the good things in the society and all of that. But then the truth is that you have to begin to love rich people if you want to have money. You have to begin to understand that rich people are good people. They are the people who makes this society move around. They are the people who are making sure that these papers circulate. These papers are circulating much because they are circulating much because people are using it to do business, which is making it go around, which is making it possible for some of us, our parents, to get paid and then use it to feed us. Okay, so it is very important to debunk everything that you were told or everything that you experienced during your childhood about money. Most of the things you saw, most of the things you witnessed, it's all because your parents were poor. It's all because the people that you were living with or the community that you were living in, there were not many people having enough of this to talk about it to leave a positive blueprint in your life. So one thing about money is that if you hate money, you are not going to get it. If you don't like money, you are not going to get it. Okay? If you don't like this, if you don't like to have it, you are not going to work hard. You are not going to take action to work hard and get this. Hey bro, what's up? You love the papers, right? This is nothing, this is nothing. So you have to begin to love rich people. You have to begin to love and like money and everything that we use money to do, except using it for mad distraction or using it to fund war, using it to do any of these negative things. Okay, so some of us have to just erase all the childhood memories we have had about money. The reason why I'm talking about this is because these are the fundamental truths that you need to know and understand before you can really go out there and make a lot of money for yourself. If you don't like money, you don't like rich people, then what are you going to do? You're just going to sit idle doing nothing, because at the end of the day, you don't like these papers. You don't like the people having it. So what are you going to do to come up with a plan to start a business or do something that's going to help you get these papers for yourself? Okay, so if you have seen people talking badly about rich people and all of that, you don't have to associate yourself with those people. You don't have to believe in whatever that they are saying, because if you do, it means you too don't want to be rich, and then you are expecting yourself that, okay, if I also work hard and become rich, people are also going to stand against me and talk badly about me because I'm having money. No, you don't have to have anything to do with that. Okay, because I'm going to give you a lot of reasons why you need to chase this. One reason why you need to have money is because if you don't have money in our current state, in our current world, you can't fulfill your destiny. If you're destined to help the poor people, if you're destined to help eradicate poverty in your community, if you're destined to help, support people with scholarships and all of that, how are you going to do that if you don't have this? You can't do that. If God has brought you purposely in this world so that He can show people love and then help people have hope in life, and you don't have money, what are you going to give in order to help other people have faith in life? So you see, you can't do literally anything without this. Another reason why you have to get money is because it can fund the dream lives of your generations. You see, we have families whose wealth has been sustained for number of years. Some of them is from generation to generation, generation to generation. So there are some families, they can never be poor. And it's because someone laid the foundation and made enough of this and save it for their future. And so because of that, their families are not suffering like other families are. And then they are able to do whatever that they want to do in this world and live their dream lives. It is all because they had money. So power to the money. If you don't have money, it is going to be very difficult to feel fulfilled. It's more or less like your own family might not even consider you as part of them because they don't have this. And whenever that they are calling for family meetings, they are not going to call you, or you are going to be the last person to be called. And then even when you are present, you are just going to run errands for those who have this. So money gives you the ability to be respected, to be honored in society, in family, in this world. If you have all the wisdom in the world and you don't have this, even your own kids are not going to pay attention to your words. All because you lack this money, these papers. So why don't you save yourself and then make enough of this so that you be in a position to feel happy, feel respected and honored in society. Money can help do a lot of things. It can help fund developmental projects in your society, in your country. It can help a lot of other people to be somebody's life. It can help a lot of people that you come in contact with to have more hope in life because you are there to help them build their dream lives by supporting them with money. And so if you don't have this, it is just going to be very hard for you in so many ways. And so today it's all about preaching to you the gospel of money. If you want to make a lot of money, you can do it. But first you have to understand that it might not necessarily be easy. But you can come up with a way to make a lot of money for yourself and for your family. Probably you are going to be the first person to make enough of this to support your family and help your family from the financial constraints that they are going through. So power to money. Money is good, money is nice, money will help you literally have access to doors. And you have to understand that, like I said earlier, relationship can also give you access to everything that money can give you. So why don't you combine the two by building great interpersonal relationship with people, possibly those who have enough of this or on their way to make enough of this, so that you can grow together and then you can have everything that you need in this life. So be a good person, have a good character, so that people can trust you with this, and then they can help you to get anything you want without you personally having this. So this is what's going to be for today. From tomorrow, we are going to talk about a lot of things, and I'm going to send what we are going to talk about tomorrow, here on Facebook. So if possible, you can ask your questions. If you do have questions, if you have questions, you can ask them about what I've talked about today. It might not be something so important, but then trust me, it is what is going to help you start with your financial freedom life. So the summary of today's discussion is that you need money to fulfill destiny. you need relationship to get access to anything you want without paying with money. And then you have to understand that without money, life is going to be very hard for you. Why is it that people go to the extent of committing suicide because they don't have this? That should prove to you that having this can help you. Even though we have a lot of people too who have this and still commit suicide, but this is going to help you fulfill your destiny. If you have any question, we have about 4 minutes. You can ask for today, and I'm going to end for today. But then we are going to talk about everything you need to know about money or personal finance. How to make money, how to save money, where to save, where to. We are going to talk about literally everything. So just bear with me. This is just the beginning, and I need to talk to you about what money is and how it can help you live your dream life. So that's all going to be for today. If you have questions, please do ask. You have about 3 minutes max to end tonight's session. Ask your questions, please. If you have questions, if you want to join live and ask your question, I'll be glad to answer that. Anyone with questions? Anyone with questions? Anyone with questions? If you do have questions about any of the things that I've talked about tonight, I'll be glad if you can